The topic that keeps coming up, paying players. Should it happen? Bill Self on Monday in the Kansas City Star. I used to be totally against it. I used to be totally against doing anything other than room, board, books, tuition, and fees. But I've changed, and the landscape has changed also. It was always big business. Now it's huge business. And when you're sending players from the West Coast to the East Coast to play sports, to miss more classes, and the schools benefit from that financially, why shouldn't the people that are responsible for the business benefit? That would be the student athletes.
You have some mighty strong-looking workers here, sir. I'd be willing to offer you $40 for 2 of the white ones and $50 for the blacks.
Are you referring to our student athletes?
Student athletes.
Athletic apparel companies, vendors, college athletic departments, and universities make money off the name and performance of student athletes, while the athletes themselves walk away with nothing. There is a distinct disparity of compensation within the National College Athletic Association. College football and men's basketball have become huge commercial enterprises that generate more than $6 billion in revenue each year, which is more than the NBA. A top college coach can even make more than a professional coach. These college athletes are forced to be content with a scholarship that usually doesn't even cover the cost of tuition. This blatant discrepancy against football and basketball players is unjust and perpetuates cynicism among the athletes themselves. They're forced with seeing their names on jerseys sold in bookstores, constant scrutiny among their fans, and 50-hour weeks devoted to the main reason why they're on the campus, to play the game. These athletes are fully aware they're making money for their school's athletic department, but see nothing in return for their efforts.
Yes, we should be paid.
Yeah, I feel like they should be paid.
I think college athletes should get paid.
Just like NFL, it's a job. That's what they do.
I know this is an amateur sport, but still, you might have some needs when you're at college. You maybe need a car.
Although you're still on the scholarship for school, I still feel like that's your job. That's what you're doing. That's what you dedicate your life to. All those schools, schools also. But I feel like football is their job. That's what they do.
I understand that, your body is basically your payment for your scholarship, but I feel like they don't have the opportunity that students do to go out and get jobs.
We go to practice early in the morning, and we got to go right to school. And we don't have time to have a job and get little things that we want to get.
Just luxury shopping, trying to go back home. Some players that come out of state.
And why not just get paid? All the fans come there and pay for watch the game, and they watching us.
The sport of college football, that's $1 billion industry. I feel like, and the players bring the fans there.
We have every risk that an NFL player has, and I feel like we should get a cut of some type of check, not just from what you get from your scholarship. I think we should get a little more.
Man, I don't really like the NCAA. I don't believe that the system they have in place is fair. College football is $1 billion business, and they equate billions of dollars they make to a bachelor's degree. And if you have a bachelor's degree in this society, I think the average is around $30,000 to $40,000, $60,000 a year if you can get a job after college. Why is the NCAA have this umbrella over student athletes that they're amateurs? How am I an amateur player and my coach is making $4 million a year? Is he an amateur coach? Everybody says, no, that's his job. If you don't see that, I don't know, man. Whatever brings in revenue, pay accordingly. It's just that simple. If you go to a regular business, you pay your employees what their worth is. And a lot of people say, it's free education. A lot of people don't get free education. Well, it's not really free. Because there's guys that, I went to college with guys that don't have any meniscus in their knees anymore. They'll never walk the same. I have one of my friends, his name is Inky Johnson. He took a hit in the head against Air Force. I'll never forget it. My life changed forever that day. And his whole arm went numb. And he has no longer feeling in his arm. He has to walk around like that for the rest of his life. So you're gonna tell me that was a free education? I don't think so. We get up at 5 in the morning, and on top of that, we have to go to school and be upstanding in academia while not being able to have the same rights as a regular student. We're not allowed to have jobs we're not allowed to make no money in college. Kids on academic scholarship can make money in college, but we're not allowed to have a job. I see my coach pulling off in a brand new Lexus, You know, I'm pulling up in a car I had in high school, and I'm going home and I gotta eat ramen noodles because I don't have any money for food. Like, I'm not saying they $1 million contracts. You know, that's not my job. I don't know how you dish it out, but I think something has to be done. And when I was in the dorm rooms in college, my check was like $87 a month. I don't know what it is now for kids. I was getting $87 a month in the dorms because I had, like, you get meals throughout the day, but what about on the weekends? Like, what if I want to go out to a movie? Like, I can't do anything. Like, you're just stuck in college. A lot of us come from inner cities, and parents are wealthy enough to provide us with the correct means in college to prosper. So we're scrounging up change together and buying Taco Bell and borrowing money and things like that. And you don't see that side. All you see is guys playing football on Saturday. And I think it's just backwards.
Yeah! Louder! Show me the money! That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! Show me the money! You love this black man! I love black people! I love